YARR! Welcome back. This is Blue over at CG Pirates. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that was made in this scene. Okay, so first of all, because this is a third-person map, we have this. This is your third-person character. All right, and this, wherever it's put, is where you will start. So if I move it here, then it will start here. If I move it over here next to the rock, it will start near the rock. And of course you can rotate it and do all the other things that you need to with it to make sure it's in the right place. You'll notice that the camera start here as well, so that's pretty useful. And if you want to, you can just pin preview so that whatever you're doing in the scene, you can see it from the point of view of where your character would be. Okay, so that's pretty useful. Now, what about this? Well, this is our light source for the entire scene. This is lighting everything and pretending to be the sun. And what I can do is I can rotate this to make it later in the day. I can have the sun right above the player and all sorts of useful things like that. Right, now let's have a quick look over here. This, just here, is our atmospheric fog. And this works along with the lighting and this big sky dome over here in order to basically generate, it's going to be easier if I show you really. So what I've done is I've selected these clouds and I'll just click the I button here. Here's what this does. It creates a kind of fog that simulates where the horizon is and where the sky is. And you'll see better if I turn it off. It's just dark. I'll turn it back on again. I'll turn on the sky sphere blueprint and you can kind of see it just tempers a little bit. Okay, this is all stuff that you're starting with, and by all means have a good old look around and a bit of an experiment with it to see what you think. Right, and finally here we're going to use that at the moment, but if we were playing a multiplayer game, okay, this gives us an additional place for a player to start from. I'll just, there we go. So as you see, we start from here, but the network play would start from about here. And that is pretty simple, I think you will agree. Now, there's a last thing I want to quickly show you, okay, just so that you don't get too worried if you try it yourself. So if I go over here to File and press New Level, Choices, because chances are that it's updated a little bit. But if we go to Default, and I'll just save the existing one that I just used, and what it will do is it will build you this lovely little test level just here, okay, and you'll see that it's got a player start just here, it's already got some sun, it's already got the fog, it's got the sky dome, and it's got this, a skylight. And the skylight is really like calculate the lighting properly. You don't have to do anything. The actual game engine will do it for you. So if I just quickly drag these in just to show you, and I'm going to just quickly drag in maybe a floor here, there we go, pop that there, and then I'm going to just bring it up so that it's just on top. You see how we've made this now, and then I'm going to put a door just in front of it. There we are. Now remember, we have to build our lighting again. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to build our lighting and take this away, and then I'm just going to click build. And remember, it won't take very long. There we go. It's building the lighting now, and it's done. Okay, now if I go inside this little house, you'll see, oh, it's very, very dark, yes? Now, if I stay in here for a while, the game will kind of, human eye will, if you're in the dark for a while. But it is very, very dark in there. Now, remember, if I go to lights here, our skylight, and if I drag that and place it in here, the skylight will give the effect of the way that light actually bounces when it hits hard objects. So now, if I just hit play, you'll see that even though it's dark in here, it's not as dark because the light from outside has shone through the door. And if you followed along and done this while I was showing you, then congratulations, you have just built your very, very first game level. So well done. Right, well, I think it's time for you to go and have a look around Unreal Engine. You should be very pleased with yourself if you've got this far. Remember, if you've got stuck in any way, just go back and rewatch it. And if you've got any questions at all, if I can on the videos, but the best way to ask is probably going to be via either the Facebook group or via the website in the comments area. And of course you can email me. So I hope you're having a really great day. And thanks very much for watching. And bye-bye from me at CG Pod.